Ever since I've been practicing occult rituals, I have been having spirits visiting my dreams. At first, they are hazy and difficult to decipher. Sometimes I would get a big shot entity visiting my dream, such as Jesus or a well-known angel, or an Hindu god such as Lord Krishna. Earlier this year, I had a vision in my dream. It was very vivid and lucid. An Irish lady wearing a long white robe, she has long red hair and riding in the cloud. I didn't see any wings, so I am not sure if she was an angel, but I got the feeling that it wasn't important what kind of spirit she was. She was beautiful in an elegant way, not a young girl, but with an energy of an older, wiser woman. The energy of a female doctor or a school principal. She was very friendly, and talks in a soft tone and a warm voice. She explained to me that she is a healing spirit, she can help people who are in pain physically or mentally. I was being a smartass and asked if she could cure financial pain. She smiled and warmly answered that she can help with financial pains too. I was very lucky to be very healthy at the moment. That's when she told me this really unique property about her power. She is very good at helping someone who's not the operator. In another word, you should invoke her to help someone other than yourself. She also explained that the least you know that targeted person, the better the result. I thought the idea was a little peculiar. I mean, why would I want to do that? I have enough problems of my own. If I have to go through the effort of performing a ritual, it should be for something that benefits me, right? The spirit gave a very wise answer. She said if you use the dark magic power for good of others, then your karmic burden will lessen. She told me universe's abundance is always available to deliver to you, but was blocked by bad karma. She said one can practice black magic ritual all day, but if the operator's karmic energy is blocked, then nothing can manifest. Once you are able to clear that karmic blockage, then you will notice the abundance manifesting through your life again. I thought that was very wise. She also asked me to share this knowledge, so if you are watching this video right now, her message is for you too. Her name was pronounced earth-anne-may-duun. It was communicated several times that her name was earth-anne-may-duun. She said to chant her name in a meditative state and she would be invoked. If you have been following my channel, you know I like to see measurable results. A college friend of mine is going through some serious bad times. In the span of a month, she lost one of her parents, she got laid off from her job, and she got in a car accident that had been keeping her bedbound. I barely know her, but we are Facebook friends. For the sake of the story, I will call that girl by the name Mary. I remember Mary as an outgoing, optimistic and kind-hearted person. She was also a varsity track and field athlete, with the body of an Amazon. It was sad to see what's happening to her. She is a prideful, independent person, so she didn't ask for help. Having said that, the string of bad luck had taken a heavy toll on her finances. She was about to go into bankruptcy, without a job and in need of more surgeries. Her prospects looked grim. One of Mary's friends put up a GoFundMe campaign after learning about her woes. I didn't know how much trouble she was in until I saw that GoFundMe page. It turns out they needed a large sum of money for her to get back on her feet. Hospital bills, mortgage back payments, even her utilities bills were behind. At first I didn't agree with their GoFundMe strategy. It must be the first time her friends started a GoFundMe campaign, because it's a lot easier to fulfill a series of small financial goals than an enormously large goal. It was right there and then I was reminded of the conversation with the spirit earth-anne-may-duun. Mary was in physical pain, she was in mental pain, and she was in financial pain. So I invoked earth-anne-may-duun and sent her to help my friend Mary. If you had been following my videos in this channel, you would know that my rituals are highly uneventful. No visuals, no voices, no nothing. Felt like I was talking to myself for 20 minutes. When I checked back on Mary's GoFundMe campaign a few days later, the result was just as I expected. No movement at all. Her closest friends sent her money the first day of the campaign, and then nothing happened ever since. I believe the rule of GoFundMe is when the target amount is not reached, then the money goes back to the donors. A few more days passed and I forgot all about this altogether. Mary is stubborn and independent, there is no way she would ask anyone for help. A week or so later, the story resurfaced. One of her friends has the good sense of posting the GoFundMe page on the college's alumni Facebook page, totally unbeknownst to Mary. Apparently, Mary was a very active volunteer in the community. Soup kitchen, clothing drives, coaching underprivileged kids, she had done it all. A lot of her friends remembered her and were happy to help out. Most of the donations were $5 to $10 though, so unfortunately, still far short of the campaign's lofty goal. On the last day of the campaign, an anonymous donor stepped in and gave the rest of the cash needed to finish the campaign. I was pleasantly surprised, but not shocked. I don't want to show off, but where I went to college, a lot of my friends worked in hedge funds and large law firms. I thought maybe a well-off classmate had always intended to finish off the campaign, but he wanted to wait until the majority of the donations rolled in before he wrote a check. Another possibility might be a group of Mary's friends, knowing Mary's stubborn personality, would feel embarrassed for accepting charity, so they banded together and donated anonymously. That way Mary wouldn't feel ashamed. Either way, the best case scenario had happened. Mary get to stay out of bankruptcy and she didn't need to feel indebted to any one person. It was at that moment, I felt a tap on my shoulder. It was as if the spirit earth-anne-may-duun was saying, "How you like me now?" I think the most powerful spirits works the most subtle way. It is as if they paved the way with little coincidence, whispered ideas, and perfect timings. It was as if the spirit was never needed, but it was also impossible without them. I was going to call her an angel, but I got a feeling that she didn't want to be known as such, like she's a different species of entity that do good work. I can tell she has the best intention in mind. I don't know, my karma was improved because of my ritual, but seeing my friend Mary doing better is a reward on its own. So I would recommend working with earth-anne-may-duun. She is very friendly, very warm, very welcoming. And if you are lucky enough to see her in your dreams, she's also very beautiful. I can feel her presence right now. Invoke her to help others. Invoke her to clean up your karma. She brings good results with no side effects, and she does it very smoothly. I have worked with other spirits before, and in time, I would like to share those stories too. Do you have an experience with a similar entity? Share your experience on the comments section below. If you ever have a chance to work with earth-anne-may-duun, please share your experience on the comment section below as well. One last thing, if you are a YouTuber or have another blog, and you enjoyed this story, which is 100% true, please share it on your channel. Earth-anne-may-duun would appreciate the attention. Good things happens to people who gain the favor of this powerful spirit.